6 weeks after I put this garden in, removed the grass. It's been so cold here today. I don't know if we're record cold temperatures or not, but it's like 50 degrees right now. Yesterday we didn't even break 60, so a lot of rain, not a lot of sun, and very cold temperatures. And I think it's kind of had an impact on these gardens. The plants have been growing, but not nearly as quickly as I would have expected at this point. You can see the little red hot poker divisions I took. They're coming along. The yuccas probably have grown the most of anything. These agapanthus are slowly coming along. I noticed that one there has a flower bloom starting. And that palm there, which I was referring to in my previous videos as Sable Riverside, that's actually Sable Birmingham. So even more cold hardy than Riverside, I think. And it has been growing. That spear is get a better angle on it there. It was just peeking above the ground, so it's maybe pushed out about 4 inches or so, even with our miserable spring we're having. And a lot of my kind of Mediterranean flowering plants, like the strawberry trees, are done blooming. The ceanothus, or California lilac, you can kind of see the blue through there starting to go, and this is where the cistus, they flower and then they just go wild with growth. They've doubled in size. I really have a hard time keeping these things in check. You can't even see the Trachycarpus back there. That's probably the slowest growing thing up here. Everything else easily outpaces them, but they're in sandy soil and they don't like it. But after year number 4, they're starting to actually look decent. The fronds are looking good. They got heavily mulched this year. 2 of them have flowered, both male. The third one, which was the least healthy one of the bunch, has not flowered. And they are close to 6 foot overall height. It doesn't look like it with those cistus. But as you can see, the garden here is doing okay. I'm having a little bit of grass kind of sprouting up. Most of it, when you pull it, it just comes right out. So it almost seems like it's grass seed in the mulch. And I've done this before, even with just, I use that construction paper, is what they call it, or contractor's paper, which isn't as thick as cardboard, but it's easier to work with. I've used it before and it works great, but I just think with all the rain we've been having, this hasn't really gotten hot and dry and perfectly killed the grass underneath. So I don't know. Most of these little sprouts, I can just go in and kind of pull them, but I mean, even from the other day, I'm seeing a lot more bits of grass showing through, but it's been raining all weekend. You can see the weather is not so good. Usually this time of year, I'm spending a lot of time watering. And this year, I haven't even thought about it. No need. So this is the update. The only thing that's really flowering is my little kind of rock rose, Helianthemum. There you go, it's coming along. It's compacting down a bit, so it's not as high looking as it was. And once we get some heat, it'll really kind of lock that mulch into place and smother out the small bits of grass that are remaining.